I basically started out as a commercial still life photographer back in New York. I'm known as a memorabilia photographer. And this is a whole series of books that I created. In today's society, everything's a throwaway. You know, you buy it, it doesn't work, you throw it out. But in the old days, they made something and it lasted. I ended up using a lot of the memorabilia in my photographs. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons I ended up getting to meet
Miss Katharine Hepburn.
It's like talking to your aunt. Sweet as can be, lovable, no pretense.
Simply can't imagine what could be the matter. It's been such a pleasant day. What is it?
As I was hanging one of her letters on my wall, the show in the movie was on. Chuck Connors was, I have so many stories about Chuck. He stayed at my house for over a week. It was mind-boggling. But the strangest thing is that my daughter had gone out on a date and she came home like 3 o'clock in the morning and I went in to give her a little lecture. And she was watching Chuck's other program called Brandon. I didn't tell her Chuck was sleeping in the guest bedroom. I just was cool about it. She wakes up in the morning, gets up at like 7:30 after maybe 3 hours sleep, and she walks into the kitchen. There's Chuck Connors sitting there having breakfast with me and my wife. And she goes, "That's Chuck Connors. What's he doing here? I just saw him on the TV last night." I said, "Joyce, what are you talking about? There's no Chuck Connors here."
What do you do when you're branded?
So what happened with the John Lennon was, after about 2 weeks, she came back to me and says, "My brother-in-law-to-be got a job working with some musicians doing PR work, and they'd like to see your work." I said, "Who are they?" "We can't tell you because this guy hasn't done anything in 5 years and they don't want it to get out that, you know, he's doing this album." I go up to the Hit Factory. I'm there sitting like an hour. I still don't know who I'm photographing. Yoko comes out of the recording booth. I look at her. She looked a little familiar, but I didn't follow the breakup of the Beatles. Or I knew of Yoko Ono, but I didn't realize that she was Yoko Ono.
Above us, only sky.
I go back in the room to get my equipment, and there's a guy lying on the floor getting a massage. I'm going, gee, these musicians got it made. I go to move my equipment. The guy turns over, and it's John Lennon. Him I knew. And he says to me, "No, I usually charge people to watch me get a massage." I said, "Well, John, like we're old friends, I usually charge people to watch me move my equipment. Why don't we just call it even?" He laughed. He said, "I think I'm going to like working with you. You got a great sense of humor." After spending time with him, it's like I knew him for 20 years, you know, and to lose, you know, anyone that was so special. It wasn't that he was just a great musician. He did so much to try and help the world.